Hello, America. Welcome back to Diva Alert, the one and only spot for you to listen to a fresh perspective on RuPaul's Drag Race, queer events in Chicago, and everything, and I mean everything in between. Today, we have a very special guest, although apparently not that special because she was on literally just last week. But she had to leave early, and so to make up for her crimes against the world and against Diva Alert and against the populace as a whole, population? What's it called? Whatever. She is back again in the house. We have Miss Evie Stingley.
Hi.
Hello, world. Hello,
world. I'm back.
How's this past week been? How was that class that you had to leave Diva Alert so harsh?
I had to leave for environmental politics.
I just feel.
That's how we feel about environmental.
Sorry, I just took a sip of my green tea, and choked on it.
I had to leave for environmental politics. And
wow.
I don't even remember what we talked about.
Did you learn about the Earth and how it relates to the Trump administration?
Learned about the EPA. We do talk about the Trump administration a lot.
In relation to global warming.
Yeah, because he doesn't believe it's real.
So last week was red carpet mashups?
Yes.
Yes, last week was the red carpet mashups episode in which Miss Breyer and Blush went home.
Yes, she did.
What'd you think about that?
Passed out.
Well, yes.
I thought it was her time. Unfortunately, I don't know. She had a lot of confidence, which kind of came up this episode. So, and it is unusual that you get a queen with such confidence to get out so early on. But I feel like it was her time.
I feel like it was just a matter of circumstance because she could have gone far. I could have seen her going far. She's a real fraudster. People like Mistress and Plain Jane go far all the time, so I don't know why Breyer wasn't accepted. Well, I do, because she was sick and deathly ill. But.
Yeah. I feel like Plain Jane and whoever you said.
Oh, so we don't know the queen. Okay. Mistress Isabel Brooks.
I feel like.
Also, we're unfamiliar with the queen, right?
I feel like Mistress and Plain Jane, like, they're loud. Breyer was confident but not loud. Like, Athena's louder. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. She was just like the little sister tip. Like the Rugrats.
Yes.
Like Rugrats type of.
And I feel like if you're gonna give it the way Breyer gives it,
you gotta show out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's unfortunate. It was really funny. So during the section of the episode, like the 5-minute section where they're all getting out of drag, or they're like coming back from the lip sync, Kenya says something about like, oh, and once the pleaser principle is in effect, like there's no stopping it. Like that she's a great lip syncer. And then it cuts to Juicy going like, meh. Going like, I don't. It just cuts to Juicy like smiling, and then back to Kenya going like, right. What do you think about that? Did you think that Kenya was an extraordinary lip syncer?
I don't think she's an extraordinary lip syncer.
Oh wow, drag her.
I'm not dragging her. I just obviously she's good considering it's kept her on twice now.
Only once.
She's only sang it once at the bottom.
Yeah, you say sang.
You know what I meant.
You know what I meant.
Basically same thing. No, but she was in the bottom one other time, right?
She was in the bottom for the first episode, but there was no chance to send someone home.
I don't know. It's okay.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you disagree?
No, I think that it was good. I think that Kenya is one of the people who is very resourceful, and she designed her outfit, if you remember, to come off, which is great. She had that skirt, and then the skirt came off, or the dress part, and then the dress part came off, and it was easily danceable, which I have gone on record to say in multiple episodes of this podcast, I think is the smartest thing that anyone could do, and that Miss Nini Coco does the best. But
yeah,
you know what I mean. I feel like you guys are sick of talking to me, or of me talking up Nini Coco, but this episode is, if you hate Nini Coco, this episode is not a good episode to start on. So this episode is the first part of the RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18 talent show. Mm-hmm. In which the special thing about this talent show, which is different from things that they had done in the past, although not really, because they've been doing a talent show in main season since season 14, but since season 16, they've been making them rate each other.
Mm-hmm. Rate a queen.
What do you think about Rate a Queen?
I love the concept. I wish they didn't do it so strategically, though. Like, I know that's half the point because it's such a messy show, but, like, I wish Rate a Queen was genuinely, like, you just rate how you think they did, rather than alliances and, well, Plain Jane has been best the past few weeks, so she needs to go in the, like, lower bottom, to balance her out. Like, if her look deserved it, I don't know. I feel like you should give her the score she deserves. We'll
get into deserving placements in a minute, or in a couple minutes. Vita.
Yeah.
Crazy that she was.
Bro.
Actually, we'll talk about it.
Like, that's an example.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like I like Raider Queen. They've been doing it for a couple of years, and they added it to All Stars recently. It is it's just interesting because you could choose to be boring, like season 17 was, where they just had objective scoring, or you could choose to be strategic and make it interesting. Like season 16, the whole thing with Raider Queen, it was the first time that Raider Queen ever happened, and it was a split premiere. In the first episode, it was pretty fair, I would say, but the second episode, Miss Plain Jane sabotaged. She sabotaged the voting and voted probably one of the most obvious.
I remember that.
Obvious tops, which was Nymphia Wind. She voted her last, so that Plain would have the most. Like she would have the math would work out in her favor, and then she won the episode, and it contributed to one of her 4 wins. Which, if you know anything about the show, 4 wins means that you're a pretty fierce competitor.
I don't know. I think I would prefer the boring.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know, actually.
Because you're nice.
No, because it's like how the rest of the show is judged. So, like, why wouldn't you judge this episode? But also, when they're messy with it, it gives you more of an insight into the queen's minds.
Mm-hmm. I think that Raider Queen is interesting because the talent show is usually in the premiere. But at this point, it's a lot. There are a lot more people, or there are a lot less people, and there's a lot more relationships. Even outside, if they'd done it in the talent show, they would have still made a point about the Dion's and the Athena Dion and Mia Starr and whoever. But now they all have stakes in the game. Like, they all have different strategies.
Especially because if they would have done it early on, like, the only relationship we would have had was Athena and Juicy.
Right.
And then, like, that's boring.
That's boring. Like, they were pulling in the girl group Glam Alliance. They were doing... what would you think your talent would have been if you had to be put on a talent show?
Oh, God. What would my talent be?
People have done... The most obvious talent and the most successful and generic is just lip syncing to your own original song. But people have done burlesque numbers. People have done gymnastics.
I love burlesque.
People have done live singing. People have done painting. People have done just a bunch of shit.
I have no talents outside of the academic area. I have no creative talents. My talent that I would not put on Drag Race is that I can read really fast because I have to read so much for my major.
Why wouldn't you put that on Drag Race?
Because how am I supposed to, like, I can do a bunch of case readings super fast.
You know what you would do? This is me with my creative perspective, not to toot my own horn. I would be like, okay, well, my talent is reading really fast, so I'm going to read something, and it's going to, like, read it out loud and read it really fast. But then you make, like, a comedy number out of it. Like, you know what I mean?
My biggest fear is trying to be funny and not being funny, though. Like, genuinely one of my biggest fears.
Mess Tina Aguilera.
Because that was such a good sound.
I know. I'm just so talented.
Because, like, trying to be funny and then you're not funny is the most embarrassing thing in the world.
I think for my talent, I would have done something not funny, but I would have done something absurd. Absurd talents usually win, like Plain Jane's Burger Finger.
Yeah.
Susie Toot last season tap danced the Gettysburg Address in Morse code.
Oh my God, that's impressive.
I know, and she won. Lexi Love did cartwheels and roller skates, which is crazy. I would not do that, but
I think I could do that.
That's good for you.
Okay.
Hopefully you don't break anything. Yeah, I could not do roller skating. I think that if I were to do a talent on RuPaul's Drag Race, it would be, something definitely absurd. Something stupid. I don't know. It'd be hard.
It is hard.
I mean, it doesn't really have to show off your talent.
Very true.
It could just be funny. That could be your talent.
True.
You don't be like Megami. Protect queer art. So stupid. Ridiculous.
Didn't they mention that in this season? Yeah.
It's a thing, because why would you not want to protect queer art? Okay, so since the talent show is fairly short and doesn't require a lot of preparation, a lot of the episode is talking about strategy and deciding who's going to be week 1 and who's going to be week 2. So there are 11 people in the competition right now, and 6 of them are week 1 and 5 of them are week 2. And they end up deciding on, I think week 1, they end up deciding on week 1 is Sierra Mist, Juicy Love Dion, Nene Coco, Darlene Mitchell, Vita Von Teese star, and Mia star. And then week 2 is Jane Don't, Kenya Pleaser, Mikey Meeks, Discord Adams, and Athena Dion. What do you think about that? Would you want to do week 1 or week 2?
I would want to do week 1 just because a lot of the queens mentioned it, and I'm the same way. I want to get it over with. Like you said, they already have these talents like prepared, so it's not like they have to come up with them on the spot.
You are not a strategic girl, so you would just be focused on your own mind well-being.
Yeah, I just want to get it over with.
You're trying not to psych yourself out.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was me, I would take a look around the room, see who's doing what, and then base it off that. Base it on what do I have the strongest chance of winning with.
Nini Coco.
Well, if my performance is very dance or is very like, I know it's impressive, like Nini Coco doing back handsprings in a mantis costume, I would not go the same week as Juicy and Mia. I would go the same week as many people who are probably going to do conceptual shit like Jane and Mikey and maybe even Athena.
So excited for Mikey's.
So I don't even know what it's going to be. I'm excited for Jane's. Because what is she going to do?
Very good question. Very good.
Is she going to be funny? But it doesn't sound like she's going to be funny. Her drag sister is Irene the Alien, and she had one of the most infamous... I told you about this.
Yeah, she mentioned it in her...
And then her other drag sister, Bosco, won her talent show in All Stars. So it's a very divisive thing. I'm just excited to see what she does. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And what matches her brand, and to see if she can maintain in the top. Because if
I don't think she'll maintain in the top.
I don't know. Do you think she'll maintain or go in the bottom?
No, I don't think she'll be bottom. I think Discord will be bottom.
We can talk about that in a minute, but...
You know who pissed me off when they were picking weeks?
Who?
Nini Coco.
Really?
Bro, because
they were indecisive.
Yes. And they were pissing off other queens too.
Well, yes, but I would also be in my head.
Well, yeah, but like, girl. Like,
I know.
I'll be week 1. No, I'll do week 2. You know, actually, after thinking about it, I'm going to do week 1. Like, pick. Come on. Like, this isn't just the Nini Coco show.
I know, but you would want something that gives you the most strategy. If I was Nini Coco, I would have just stayed. One. I know, I would have just stayed with week 2.
So,
I don't know.
I'm glad she went, though.
Interesting.
It was fun for this episode.
Before we talk about the talent show itself, I want to talk about some of the different strategies that the girls are doing.
Right.
So they have, first of all, I want to talk about like the Little Glam Alliance, which is the pop girl group from the second episode, if you guys even remember that, which is Mikey, Sierra, Nini, Kenya, and Mia. And they all Sierra wanted them all to form an alliance for voting purposes. Because the whole point is getting each other out at the bottom.
Yes.
And that didn't really pull through, I fear. I mean, obviously.
Was Kenya in it? No.
She was in it, but Kenya was in a different alliance, which was the Florida Girls, which, why is Kenya in that? But it was Mia, Athena, Juicy, and Kenya.
Who did Kenya vote for that was out of pure alliance? It was like her
Athena.
First vote.
Or no, Juicy and Mia.
Well, that was not Glam.
No. Well, Mia technically was Glam, but it was Florida Girls first.
Yeah.
Which is so interesting.
It was interesting.
But I feel like I would do the same if I could guarantee that 2 people are voting me in the top for the next week. How interesting. It's just a game of numbers.
It is. And it's so sketchy. Because look at Kenya. She promised 2 different groups. And she ended up putting Sierra in the bottom.
True.
But, like, also low-key, don't blame her for that.
Well,
like,
do you want to get into it?
There are some performances that deign a breaking of contract, almost.
So, the actual talent show is a very good talent show. I think it's one of the best talent shows that we've had yet.
Really?
I do. Well, because there are some very high highs, but there are also some very low lows.
Yep, indeed.
And the first number is Sierra Mist, who chooses to perform a poem. And it's a poem about trauma. It's a poem about queerness. It's a poem about a lot of different things. Her drag sister,
essentially, right?
I don't know if it's about her drag sister, but it was performed for her drag sister,
there we go.
Who sadly passed away due to depression. But what'd you think of Sierra's number?
I feel bad saying anything bad about it because of the reasoning behind it. I just feel like I loved the moment where they ripped her clothes off.
Right.
And I
love this outfit. It is so beautifully constructed.
What was underneath. like the art of that. I loved. This look was very Sierra Mist. The performance was very Sierra Mist. But I feel like it just definitely was the bottom of the week, unfortunately.
Not for me.
Really?
We'll
This
get.
was not my favorite.
I think that the bottom for me, spoiler alert, is Ms. Vita Vonti's star. No shade, but
yeah.
Sierra Mist. This shows such a level of artistry, even though it might not have been. And she acknowledges that she could. She was like, I could have done something sexy. I could have done something stupid. That could have probably landed me more towards the top, but she chose to do this emotional piece, and it is by far. It's not just her Megami moment where she's reading off this poem in front of the judges panel. It's a whole performance with an intricate outfit, with an intricate pattern of reveals, with an intricate choreography.
I wish the choreography was better. The choreography kind of lacked for me.
Yeah.
It was, once again, it was very Sierra Mist, but it just wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's actually what I disliked the most about this performance was the choreography.
Shane's face. I feel like this definitely, if there was a bottom two, this would be in it, but I do not think that this was deserving of the bottom one spot. I think that Sierra had herself kind of not screwed, but like unfortunately effed over.
I wish they would have done a bottom two.
I don't.
For this week.
I think
know
that the bottom, the 1 and 1 is good.
But like I low-key feel like Vita needs to know that that was not a good performance.
I think she does. There's no way she doesn't. There's no way she thought that was tea. There's no way.
I don't know.
There's absolutely
I
no
don't
way.
know. Was that my favorite? I feel like I don't know.
I just love the artistry behind it. And I feel like there was a very clear point of view. I was excited to see this talent show going into it. And I'm glad that I got to see what was going on. Yeah. Okay, next up we have
Juicy?
Miss Juicy Love.
Juicy.
This is
fantastic.
I do have to say, I mean, obviously everyone knew that Juicy was going to deliver some sort of amazing drag excellence in this talent show, but this just completely blew me out of the water. This has been the best talent show, in my opinion, in the entire history of Drag Race. I genuinely, maybe it's just recency bias, but I don't know exactly how anyone could top this. I have so many things to say about this. So why don't you say something and then I'll get into exactly why I like it so much.
It's so good. I love it. The look, like outfit, goes so well with her movements and her theme. I love the hat thing rather than a wig. I feel like that was a really good.
Love Juicy's headpieces. Juicy and Nene have some great headpieces.
Also, her face beat always eats. Always.
Her mug, honey.
I do really like Juicy.
I think that this performance is so incredible because there are so many people who would just get up there and show off their dancing to a bitch track, but she has a clear point of view. Mikey said it best in both this episode and my interview with her, which you should totally check out on my Instagram page at DIVAALERT_UIC. But she talked about having a big pipe is what she uses to grade talent. And I believe that is presence, impact, point of view, and energy. And Juicy has all of this. The premise of this is that she's a robot. She's a little robot doll. And she's the Juicy I ate that, which is so funny.
So funny.
It's like I ate, like the number, but like I ate. Like you see that I ate that.
Yep.
Juicy I ate that, you see that I ate that. It's whatever. But it's just her movements are so precise.
She's definitely a dancer.
Of course.
Very much.
The outfit is amazing. Her mug is on. And literally every move is so just precise. One of my favorite things about this is her what's it called? Her voice. The way that she uses her voice. I love this in the Girl Groups Challenge. I think I talked about it. I'm gonna play a little snippet. Hopefully you guys can hear it. But genuinely, her voice and the way that she projects while she's singing is one of my favorites. Like that kind of tea.
Are you ready for the combo? Up, triangle. Did you like that split? Now let's try high kick. Left, right, and hold. Are
Are you gonna get what's it called? Copyrighted?
If I do, okay, whatever. But
I was going to be so mad if Juicy made it in the top 2 and did not deliver in a lip sync and got second because her talent was just top tier. It was so love me a star.
I love that
But it was
she does
so
not have
clearly
to.
the best.
Because let's be honest, that is not a feminine voice.
No.
Yelling, "You see that? I ate that. Press the big red button." That's not feminine.
No, but it's so good.
But it adds to her because it shows that she doesn't need her voice and every single part about her to be feminine, because you know that just by looking at her and by the way that she moves her body, it's diva, it's tea.
Yeah.
It's good. Just so much control over her body, and it just adds to like the kind of feralness that balances this out from just seeming robotic, for the lack of better terms. Not lack of better terms, ironic.
Yeah.
You would want to be robotic, but her performance is completely the opposite of robotic. The only thing robotic about her is the premise and the outfit.
Yeah. But like her moves are also slightly robotic. Like you see the technique in it.
When she starts crawling, like insane.
Yeah. Like, what's the word? Monstrous? That's not the word.
And like her face when she's like shut down. I've been staring
No,
at
I
that
know.
for like the whole week.
The beat eats. Oh my god.
The beat eats. Goddamn. Yeah. Juicy loved Dion. She was born to perform. You want her
Indeed,
juice?
she
Well, get in
was.
line because she runs through guys like 9 to 5. You know Juicy's moves got you losing your mind. Oh. Okay, next up we have Miss Elizabeth Nini Coco.
Elizabeth?
Just came up with that.
Right,
Those
right,
lights
right.
just fell. Doing her iconic Mantis performance, which she had been known for. They talked about this on the show. She had been known for it by the other queens, by the whole world. That's how she blew up. When she got on Drag Race, they were like, "It's the Mantis girl.
Yeah.
It's the girl who did the Mantis. She ate that." Like, it's just so incredible. And I don't think I had ever seen the actual. My comment, goat. I don't think that I don't think that I had ever seen like the full performance, and I don't really know the full performance, but obviously she couldn't use the song because it's on Drag Race. She can't use that song, whatever it is. But just everything about this is so Nini Coco. It
is very much
It
so.
looks so perfect. The silhouette is so perfect, but you can still tell that she made it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny. Like her movements are just so quick and so witty and so everything.
I agree.
And she's
I have to
funny.
sneeze. Hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And she's funny, and she's proving that she can be funny, but she's still able to do like stunts like this.
Her tumbling was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was so smooth and in heels. I know Juicy did it too, but still crazy.
I thought that I had to say there was a point in this where I have a video of I recorded my reaction to this, and I literally I might put it up here, but I was just like genuinely so happy. Hold on, I wanna.
Low key though, I am a little bit disappointed that she did something that like she's already known for.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, if she hadn't done it, you would have been like, how'd you not do the
Yeah.
Mantis? How'd you
don't
not
know.
do the Mantis?
I'm a little conflicted just because I feel like this would have been so much better if we'd never seen it before. But like,
Probably would have won.
yeah, see, that's also a thing that the queens were saying. Like, it was great. It was fantastic, but we've already seen this. I've already seen you do it before.
I just think that was such a perfect display of her talent. I do think that it was kind of robbed, but if she had done something different and not unique, but like, because this is unique, no one has done this before, unseen before. I think it would have landed her in the top. Like, imagine
Agreed.
the gag.
Agreed.
We need to keep going through this because we have the whole runway to get through. Darlene Mitchell. Honestly, I don't have much to say about this.
I also don't. It was mid. It wasn't bad.
It was not
but
bad.
It wasn't fantastic.
It was the perfect definition of safe.
Yep. Yeah, I fully agree. I thought the outfit was very Darlene.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was very Darlene, and it was funny.
It was funny, but at a certain point, I was watching it, I was like, what am I watching? Like,
No,
what is the
definitely.
point? Are we like...
like, okay.
It was a step of what Vita Von Teese did, where it's trying to make a catchy tune, but still be funny. Mm-hmm. So, moving on.
I got some giggles out of us.
Yeah. Miss Vita.
I have been a day one Vita lover, and
Damn. I was just like, in concept, this is so funny. No, I'm sorry, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
In concept, it could have been a good concept. What is up?
With completely different execution. I didn't understand the big deal about sneakers.
I mean, if they're reading Darlene for wearing flats 2 weeks before,
So
why are
true,
we
so
wearing
true, so
sneakers?
true.
Mary,
It was so mid,
you
bro.
wanna make me a mother?
It was bad, actually.
Well, I want to make you dinner. Just genuinely, I'm like, there was a concept.
I didn't laugh once.
No,
And I'm so sorry.
I love Vita Von Teese. She is one of my favorites from the season. I genuinely think that she's gonna get to top 4, at least before this episode. No shade, because
This is why I wanted them to do a bottom 2, because love you, Vita, but you need to know that you were so close to being bottom.
I don't. Just
Like,
unfortunate.
this was just, it was really unfortunate.
She's kind of the Arietti of this season. If Arietti wasn't such a total, I don't think you know what that means. Arietti was on the season last year, season 17, and she was a beautiful seamstress. She had the most.
Vita.
She's no shade. She was kind of better than Vita. Hold on.
I just was very disappointed by Vita this week. I'm glad she's safe because it wasn't like a.
But
It
she was like
wasn't-
the avant-garde queen.
Oh my
like
God.
that. She did that look in 5 minutes. That makeup.
How?
Or like not 5 minutes. Probably like 30 minutes. But
This definitely didn't, like, this look definitely didn't deserve sending Vita home because she's done so well in the past, but it was not good.
like, wow.
That is crazy. Did you see Mandy Mago's?
Yep. What was I going to say? Oh, but Arietti's whole thing was that she was an amazing seamstress, but literally, and I do not mean this figuratively, literally, every challenge that wasn't in design, she was low or in the bottom 4. She was
Lazy,
just
such a waste of
horribly
talent.
not funny. Mean. In the roast, she took Jules Sparkles' jokes because Jules put her first or like close to the top in the roast order. And so she stole her jokes at the table read and then set her up for sabotage. And then they lip synced to Yaya and then Jules sent her home. Vita is like that, but if Arietti wasn't such a
Yeah.
like, Vita is just like, I fear she was low in the acting challenge, but she is such an amazing seamstress and she is such an amazing presenter of her designs and of her creations. But I just don't know. I mean, we'll have to see where this goes, like, in terms of the season.
Her acting wasn't horrible earlier on in the year. Like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't.
Butch. It was
I know, but
fine.
it wasn't. Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, last but certainly not least, we have Mia Starr performing her single Mamma Mia.
Yep.
I thought this was great.
I also thought this was great at 8.
I do think that Juicy was a little bit better, but
Agreed.
I think that this was a tremendous top placement.
Yes.
I loved.
Well
I mean, the
deserving
outfit.
second.
Everything about this is very Mia.
Or no, they tied. Not second.
Yeah, they tied.
Yes. it
Everything
was
about
very
this outfit
Mia.
is very Mia. I'm just obsessed with the way that she controls her body. I'm obsessed with the way that, like, I don't know.
The whole time it had me
That breastplate, girl.
stressing
That breastplate.
about the one boob.
Like,
I
wow.
fully thought, well, I was gonna say she's gonna flash us, but they're not real to
One of
begin
her
with,
lyrics, mess with me, get your wig snatched, dancing with the stars, I already did that. Crazy.
but period.
Like, that's such a bar.
That is such a bar.
This wig is kind of the fool for me, but I still love it.
You don't like it?
I just feel like everything's too saturated.
I liked it.
And, like, in a not matching way.
Because then she rips it off and it's the same thing but shaved, right?
Yeah. But, like, I just want to watch this. This is literally my favorite thing in the whole talent show. Like, this one moment kind of beats out Juicy for me a little bit. Hold on. This part.
It was
Miss
so
M.I.
Mia.
Miss M.I.A. I've been a star. 2 big titties stuffed in my bra. Girl.
Yeah, it's so Mia.
It's so Mia. The complete flow change. Like, oh
I
my
loved
God.
the little strut right there.
Literally, crown me the queen. I was gagged. This was genuinely, I loved it so much.
It was good.
We'll talk about the runways real quick.
Sounds fantastic.
So the runway theme this episode was Not Today Satin, which was a look which had satin in it. It's
Not today satin.
that's why I said what I say.
Not today's satin.
All right, that's what I meant. It's a reference to when Bianca Del Rio said Not Today Satan in season 6.
Yes. Sierra Mist.
First up, we have Sierra Mist. And her runway, perspective was like not today. She took it the Satan route.
Which I enjoyed because no one else did.
I did enjoy this. I enjoyed it, but I just found others better.
I agree.
I feel like this was just a little not basic because it wasn't basic. It was a great concept and great execution in terms of her makeup and in terms of literally everything else about it. I just feel like there could have been more.
Agreed. I feel like
Unfortunately.
the body of the dress is just boring.
Yeah.
But I loved the play on Satan because no one else did it. So it was very fun. But unfortunately, just the look wasn't good enough considering her performance.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have Miss Juicy Lynn Love Dion. I love just adding middle names to these queens.
Lynn.
Juicy Lynn Love Dion.
It would not be Lynn. It'd be something way more extravagant.
Juicy. I don't know. She already does have a middle name. It's Love. But
Right.
Right.
This look was phenomenal.
I genuinely love this look.
Definitely.
I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous colors. It's gorgeous, complementing her skin. The only thing that I would change, and based on my reactions to it, like no one else thinks this. This has been the third time that she's been on the show with this wig.
I don't mind it. Love some finger waves.
I know, but I would rather like this would have killed with like a little updo, like a pageant opulent updo.
I love the finger wave look.
I know she literally wore it last episode.
And the dress is just phenomenal. Like it genuinely, I have no other words. It's extravagant. It is. This was my favorite look, my favorite runway look of this episode.
Baby.
I know.
It's the same, whatever. I do think that this look is very good though. And I love how it makes her look short, but in the best way.
I love the structure of it. It makes her look like you know how she's Athena's daughter?
Yeah.
It makes her look young.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Like young,
Just
fresh,
wow.
just phenomenal.
I love how it
the
kind of
colors.
emphasizes her neck.
And then Nene Coco.
Next up, we have low-key my favorite of the week, Nene Coco. I cannot lie. This was my favorite. I saw this in the trailers, and I was so gagged, and I posted on my story. I was like, the day that this comes, I can finally die in peace. Because I genuinely just love this look. She mentioned it's probably one of her only looks in this runway package for the show that she did not make. And the person who made it is actually in Chicago. But it is genuine. I love it. It is. I love the headpiece. I love Nene's headpieces. And Evie is looking at me like I am a dementia patient who's calling her the wrong name. But
It's not my favorite look this week
genuinely,
at all.
I love it. I love the space theme. I just love it. I'm sorry.
It's definitely in the bottom half for me.
What are you talking about, dude?
I just feel like it's messy.
Yeah, but in the whatever.
And not in the best way. It's supposed to be giving what, like sky?
Like space, like nebula.
Like space,
She
but it's
described it
also-
as high femme creature.
But it's also low-key giving like waves and starfish.
Okay, I see that.
And not in like, oh, whoa, those are two cool creative ways you can go with the route. Like, it's giving like it wasn't made clearly enough to differentiate.
I think that every single look that Nene Coco has brought, with probably the exception
Biased.
of and it is biased, but you don't even know what I'm about to say. Oh, you want to finish my sentence for me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, right. I think that aside from, I would say, the paper bag look that she made, every single it was very good. But every single look that Nene Coco has brought has been such quintessentially Nene Coco. The poison dart frog, the brain, the what'd she do? It was the poison dart frog and the brain, and then this is just all quintessentially Nene Coco in such different ways.
I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I personally can almost tell that Nene didn't make this.
Well, next up, we do have Vita Von T Star, who did make it. She made this in the workroom 2 days before this.
And she ate with the runway look.
I think that she ate with the runway look, but no. I there's no but. I genuinely.
This is
just
one
think
of my
it's pretty
tops for the week.
good. I think that it's nice. I like the concept. I like how it could easily be perceived as basic, but there's so much complicated thing that goes into it.
I really, really enjoy this look. I love the hair. I love the jewelry-esque idea of a shirt.
The only thing that I don't not understand, but that I don't necessarily vibe with is just the smooth chest.
I like it.
Especially when she does her tits so well.
Yeah, but she's using different assets. I don't know. It was definitely my number 2 this week.
I loved how she put her arms through her hood. I just love the construction.
I agree.
I love it. It was great.
She's so good with designing.
I think, honestly,
Her performance was just...
both her and Sierra should have been bottom 2, but Runway saved Vita.
I fully agree,
But also Vita's was significantly worse, in my opinion, than Sierra's. So I think they were both evenly matched, but in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, next
All
up...
comes down to strategy.
As hell. Next up, we have Miss Darlene Mitchell.
Not my favorite.
It's not my favorite either, but I like this look. I don't think that it's, like, disgusting. I think that it's cute. I think it's supposed to be, like, kind of prom-tee.
Mm-hmm. Like old prom, like 80s prom.
Yeah, kind of like campy prom-tee. Yeah, it's not the best.
No,
but
it's not.
I think it's still cute. There's not much that I have left to say.
I like the hair.
I like that she's wearing a different shoe. Although, if I'm honest,
that,
I love the shoe that she wears.
I do too.
I love the shoe that she got red on. But, yeah, I love the hair. Apparently, it's Athena's hair.
Oh.
Because the hair that she was going to wear was so abhorrently ugly that Athena made her wear a different one. Anyway.
Well, I wasn't my favorite.
Okay,
and
Mia Starr's look, I hated it. I'm sorry. I really did not like this look.
I did not hate it.
I loved her
very
presentation.
on trend.
I loved her presentation of it. Obviously, I love anything that Mia Starr walks in. But I just did not like this look. I think that she was drowning in the fabric.
Yeah.
It was just like...
It was a little too much. I mean, I can definitely see... It's giving Christmas.
Yeah, it's giving, like, I'm your gift. Like, my pussy is your gift.
Like, you should sit under the tree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's sad.
I think it's safe, if not low safe. But her performance truly carried it.
Safe.
Oh, Miss Mikey Meeks. This look next to Nini Coco was my favorite. It was, and I didn't get it at first. I felt so stupid. I felt like my brain was off. I didn't get it because I was just like, okay, what is it supposed to be like? This just supposed to be like avant-garde structuring above the head, but it's a bow. It's the ribbon that's flowing. Like I get it now. But it is just so beautiful, and her face is so beautiful, and this gown that's underneath the ribbon is so beautiful. Everything about this look is just so beautiful.
So good.
It's just so well constructed. She really is the drag ingenue of Orlando, Florida.
The little edge piece of her hair.
Oh, just so
so
fantabulous.
So
wow,
good.
Just asymmetry. In the same way that Juicy Love Dion's outfit makes her look young in the best way, I feel like this Athena Dion outfit makes her look old in the best way.
Agreed, but not necessarily in the best way.
For me, it does. I think that she looks like when Briar Blush described this, or used this terminology to describe herself, but this is like when you see an old picture of your grandma, but when she was like 30, and you're like, oh wow, she was so cute.
Yeah.
Like that's what this is giving.
Yeah. It's giving, she's wearing a bonnet.
Yeah, and I love it. I love the Dions and their turbans and their bonnets.
Mm-hmm.
Juicy Love Dion had a bonnet with her awful ass runway in the first episode. But you can tell that's what elevates this look. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it so great. If she just had a 40-inch bust down, this would not be a great look. But I think it's an amazing look.
It's not my favorite look.
I love the length. I love the structure. I just love it. I think it's safe.
It's definitely safe. Not my favorite of the week. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not a big Athena fan.
Yeah, I guess.
So
I think that Athena's. I thought that it was perfect. Next up, Miss Kenya Pleaser. I do not like this look, but also it's not her fault because the outfit that she was supposed to bring, she said this in the episode, the outfit she was supposed to bring did not come in time or whatever. The designer fucked her over. So she had to wear Jane Dont's overcoat. And they posted the photo shoot of the overcoat, and it's a very pretty overcoat that she sewed into this dress. That said, she is very lucky she was not being judged this week.
Yeah,
This was the week to pull this out.
Lucky she was not being judged this week. I love Kenya as a person on the show, but I feel like she's just been lacking so much.
I just don't think her runways are bringing it.
Yeah.
And that's not shade because I think that her presentation carries her.
Yes.
And the one runway that I actually like really, really like, she was in the bottom for the red carpet mashups. I love that runway.
I also love that runway.
And she made it. Mm-hmm. So like I'm just yeah.
Weird. I don't know. It's
peculiar.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, I've definitely seen worse.
especially considering that she made it. But yeah, it's just it can't compare to like Juicy and Mikey. Like
Yeah, I can't believe, or it can't compare to people who had the custom made. Whatever. Jane, don't. I don't know how to feel about this look.
I also don't know how to feel about it.
This is the second time she's worn something as a bird, which is not a problem, but it's just interesting to note. I think I like it. I think I would have to say that I like it. I like the way that she plays with color here. I like that she is one of the people who chose to do a more vibrant satin as opposed to people like Nini Coco and Juicy Liv Diani who chose to do a little more muted color combinations.
I think it says a lot about her
style of drag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely easier to deal with muted colors of satin. Satin is hard, especially bright satin. Like this blue, this yellow, the orange.
I just think it was so easy to make this look cheap, but it looks very expensive.
I do not like the tights.
I feel like
I think tights.
I think the tights kind of add to it, in my opinion. I think it adds the kind of maximalist. That's a good word to describe it.
It's very maximalist.
I
did
just think
like
it's so
it though.
stupid.
I did really like this look.
Oh my god. Okay, so next up we do have Miss Discord Adams. This was my favorite look of the week. I'm sorry, Nini Coco. I'm sorry, Juicy Liv Dion. I'm sorry, Mikey Meeks. I lied. This is actually my favorite look of the week.
Discord absolutely brought it with this look.
She absolutely brought it. I think that this look was so important. I think that the message was great. All the messages on the newspapers, it's very on brand for her. A lot of people were criticizing the hair, but I think the hair is fine. It's better than some other hair that she's worn. Emphasis on like her albino alligator runway. I did not like that hair, but I like this hair here. I will always love when a queen takes off their train and uses it as a... I'm talking too fast. When a queen takes off their train and uses it as the red carpet, I always love that. Yep. Sam Starr did that in her season 17 finale performance, and it was one of the things that I feel like she should have been rewarded for. But yeah, people like it's so interesting because in this second group, people like Kenya should be glad that they were not being judged, but people like Discord, I would be mad because I think that this outfit would have been great to have been judged on because I genuinely see nothing that she could have improved on. I think that it's so perfectly her style.
Agreed. It's so her style, but in the absolute best way. We've seen some looks from her that were her style that weren't the best.
Yeah, like the albino alligator.
But this one it's just so good. The makeup is also really good. It does a phenomenal job of bringing in the satin without it being...
I know. I would not have even known that this was satin.
Yeah, without it being overly obvious, but also it's so Discord. It's so good.
Yeah, so that's the end of the runway. My favorite runway was Discord Adams, but of the people that were being judged, I would have to say that my favorite runway was Miss Nini Coco.
I would go with Juicy still. Juicy was phenomenal.
I just think, in my opinion, it's the wig that takes it down for me.
I love the wig. I love finger waves.
I mean, obviously no shade because Juicy Liv Dion is one of my favorites, but you're being judged on charisma, uniqueness, or on talent, and when you use the same wig 3 times, it's not unique anymore.
But also, looks are so much more than the wig.
Yeah, but looks can easily be taken down for a wig.
I don't know. I don't think it takes it down for me.
I mean, if you're judging Athena Dion on her turban, why would you not judge Juicy Liv Dion on the wig?
I'm not judging Athena on her turban.
On her bonnet. Sorry, my bad.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying what it looked like.
Anyway.
To me, I didn't really like Athena's too much just because it was too monochrome.
Yeah.
Like too monochrome.
I think that, yeah.
I know that was the purpose, but even just like a little bit here and there would have
We just have to agree to disagree at the end of the day, unfortunately. So
my opinion's better.
You're actually the guest. But okay, so after the judging, the rated queen results happen, and the safe queens are Miss Nini Coco, unfortunately, Miss Vita Von Teese-Star, and Miss Darlene Mitchell. And so Sierra Mist is in the bottom, which means that for the talent show next week, she will have to face off against the other bottom queen.
For your life.
And I want to, before we move on, I want to talk about this because they were mentioning it in the trailers and in the first look that dropped today. If you were in the bottom, you would try to conspire everyone else to get a person in the bottom for the next week that you knew you could beat.
Ooh, does she do that?
There's an infamous not dancer, not mover, not walker in
Discord?
the second group.
Yeah. I don't know.
And both of them are booked for Roscoe's this week. And I've seen Sierra perform, and I know that she can turn whatever out.
Isn't that the tea?
Unfortunate. That actually is really unfortunate. If they Discord over, I'm actually going to be really mad. 'Cause
I
she
am
is
also
so sweet.
She is really sweet.
She's a bundle of sunshine.
Which is so ironic.
I
considering
know.
Who she is. Like, who she
Literally.
wants to be.
Literally. Ugh, whatever. But regardless, that's probably going to be a solid plot point next week. But the top 2 of the week is Juicy Love Dion and Mia Starr.
Their performances took them to the top.
Oh my God.
Like,
literally. It didn't even matter. If they didn't have Athena and Kenya voting for them for the top, they still would have made it. Because their performances were just so undeniably the top 2 of the week.
yeah, there's just, duh.
Duh. So they lip sync to Pretty Ugly by Ms. Zara Larson. Have you heard that song before this?
Yes.
It is such a great lip sync song, I think. Especially for 2 trained dancers.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Insane, dude. I just thought that the lip sync was so great. It was probably I doubt that anything's gonna top it this season unless they go against each other again. But
Could you imagine
I could not.
lip sync with them again?
I want to see a lip sync between Juicy Love Dion and Nini Coco.
Why?
Because I know Nini Coco can lip sync.
I would love to see Juicy and Athena.
You know who I don't
in the
want to see?
bottom lip syncing.
You know who I don't want to see? I don't want to see anybody go up against Miss Jane Don't because I know she's going to lose. She's going to make it far enough to where whoever sends her home, it's going to be a moment and it's going to be fierce competition. Fierce versus fierce.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited, but I just know, like, if she does not make it, if she has to lip sync, I don't know if she's going to make it out. Just frustrating. Unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. But
Vanessa tried to stop saying unfortunate challenge level.
I
failed.
do want to see, I want to see her lip sync, whether it be for the bottom or the top, before or if she gets sent home.
Yeah, who knows? We might get it this week.
Because
or we might get it the talent show part 2.
I want to see what she would do. I feel like we know so little about Jane's performance
I know.
that I'm very curious.
We just know everything she can do, but we don't really know what she can do.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Oh, wow. So the lip sync ends, and Miss Juicy Love Dion and Miss Mia Starr both win.
Tie.
Which is a tie. Great.
Deserved.
Great. Very deserved. I think that it's maybe one of the first top 2 ties in a regular season. Maybe.
Very deserved.
I don't know if that's true.
They're
it was very
both of
deserved.
their...
I could not see one of them winning over the other.
I could possibly see Juicy winning over the other one just because I preferred her runway look over Mia Starr's runway look.
Yeah, but at the end of the day.
But they were both very deserving at the top. Definitely best outcome. I would have been very upset if they weren't in the top 2.
So this makes Juicy still, not technically with the amount of points that everyone has, Jane Don't is still the front runner. But Juicy Love Dion has the most wins.
How many wins she got now? 2?
2. No one
Impressive considering this is only episode 4.
Episode 5.
5. Episode 5.
The scoreboard is, at this point,
3-2.
Nini Coco, Jane Don't, Vita, Mia, and now Juicy with 2.
How many does Jane have?
1. But she's been high every single episode.
Yes, she's been in the top. I don't know. I have no idea, actually. I was going to say, I don't know if... I'm predicting she's not going to be in the top next week, but I have absolutely...
Yeah, literally there's nothing we could judge it on.
Nothing to go off of besides gut.
Oh, wow.
Sierra on the bottom.
Wow, that's crazy. Have I shown you the Sweet Dreams video?
No. It was very clearly between Sierra and Vita for the bottom.
Yeah,
so it's not like
Vita
it was
just has more connections.
It's not like it was that far off. Loved the episode.
Huh?
I love this episode.
I also love this episode.
I'm
I think that
excited.
this was the best episode of season 18 so far.
Very excited for next episode.
Very excited for next episode.
2 days.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So I hope that you guys like this episode of Diva Alert. It's probably going to be a shorter one because there wasn't a lot to cover in this episode so far. You can follow my Instagram at mvlovely5213. Where can they find you, Miss Evelyn? Miss Evelyn Stingley.
Evelyn is not my full name.
Evelyn Stingley III.
Oh,
Wow.
You can find me on Instagram at evie.stingley, evie.stingley.
Bam. And then you can find, obviously, this podcast at Diva Alert on both Instagram and TikTok. That is at DIVAALERT _UIC. And yeah, I hope that you guys loved this episode, and I will see you next week where we cover the talent show part 2.
And hopefully I'll see you guys in a future episode.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Well,
then bye, guys.
Love you. Bye. See you next time.
Bye.